let the people prepare themselves for 3 days. At the third day, why not 2 days? Why not on the fourth day? Why just on the third day? Everybody knows in the Bible, third day means resurrection. What does resurrection mean? Resurrection means all your old is gone. All your old is passed through. And you are absolutely in a new position. Right? In a new situation. You just consider. Suppose God would speak to them on the first day. The people were not ready. Were not ready. They were kept there for 3 days doing nothing. Day and night, day and night, day and night. They got themselves prepared. Prepared by what way? By leaving everything aside. Right? By forgetting everything. By giving up everything. Let me share with you. You just tell me, in those 3 days, maybe not 3 full days, at least more than 2 days, what were they doing there? When they were preparing themselves to meet God, what were they doing? You think, suppose, okay, hi, Brother Dictator, suppose you were there, what would you do? In those 2.5 days, what would you do? And you couldn't go away. You must stay there because you got caught. You see, you shouldn't go away to do anything. Right? You were there just prepare yourself, ready to meet God, ready to hear God's voice. Brother Dick, would you please tell me, what would you do there? Would you talk a lot to your wife? What will you do? If you turn to come to me, I would say, I would pray. I just pray, Lord, show me anything that still remains with me to separate me from you. Lord, show me any separation between you and me. I don't like to have anything between you and me. Not 3 hours, brothers. 3 days. 3 days you were kept there doing nothing but preparing yourself, ready to meet with God. What would you do? You would just drop all the time. Oh, drop this matter. Oh, drop that matter. Oh, drop this and drop that. Drop this and drop that. 3 days dropping. Eventually, nothing left, just yourself. This is in resurrection. You see, when you drop everything, let everything go. Now, you are in resurrection. You are in the third day. So, quite meaningful. I say again, don't just read such a book by black and white. You must get into it. You check with yourself. Even you young people, you have to check. Suppose God would hold you there for 3 days. What would you do? Sleep? Gossip? Complaining? Criticizing? Condemning? You'll be killed. Right? You will not do that kind of thing. You will just pray. Oh, you would get yourself resurrected. Now, after these 3 days, you will be in resurrection. All the old things will be passed out. Will be away, right? And all the old things will be dropped. You will be fully in resurrection. Then what? Here, this list says, then you hear God speaking directly. You hear God speaking. I tell you, this is fellowship. This is fellowship. You have been preparing yourself for 3 days, doing nothing, and God didn't do anything in those 3 days, but after 3 days, God speaks. And you hear God speaking. What it is, I tell you, this is what? This is fellowship. This is to remain in the presence of God. It's very good. Right? Okay. No doubt, whenever we are brought into the presence of God, we are in the fellowship, and we hear the voice of God. Then what? Then spontaneously we will be brought into the knowledge of God.